So again, I'm just getting started with this. So what I'm going to do, I guess what I wanted to chat, just if you're new to my channel and me, look, I'm crooked. I'm Kathy. I live in Graham, Washington. I have been thrifting, upcycling, and reselling since 2012 officially. And so been at this for a while and have kind of had to stop and then restart a few times just because of typical life changes that happen. And so right now I'm kind of in a mode where I feel I can finally move forward. So thank you for being here. If I forget my words or act a little weird, I was in a car crash about a month ago, a little over a month ago. I did sustain a concussion, so sometimes I get off a little bit. So yeah, if you want to learn more about that, I have another YouTube channel, see, here I go, called Curating Life, and I've been kind of documenting it as well as other things in my life. So that's a channel that I'm hoping soon to grow into something more as time goes on. But for now, it's just kind of a lifestyle vlog. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And I have my lovely apron to try and protect my beautiful sweater. So I will be the first. I'm a messy painter, as you can see. So yeah, we are going to go ahead. And like I said, this is going to be more Americana style, kind of, but you know, we got our 250th anniversary of our country coming up this next weekend, so very exciting. My chiropractor that I've been seeing since the accident asked me if I had any plans, and I said, yes, my plans are to hole up in my home with my dogs, with fans on, TV going, and try to drown out the fireworks. I live in an area kind of in the country, and it's like a war zone. And in fact, they've been shooting off fireworks for the last couple weeks here and there. Saturday night was specifically very hard on the dogs, and when they start hearing them, they go inside, and you know, my male will look out the window and just bark at them. So going to hopefully try to drown them out a little bit better on the actual 4th one. It's going to go well into after midnight. All right. So as I said, I have a little craft basket back here of some different ideas, and we are going to be painting. We're going to be using IOD, and we're going to be doing some decoupage. So I'm going to show you. So I'm using DIY's Cottage Color in their white. I don't really remember the name of it, and as I said, I'm a bit of a messy painter, so I don't know the name anymore. But we got that one. We will be using for our blue tonight a beautiful Waverly chalk paint color called Ocean. So that's some ocean going. We'll give it just a good old stir for that. And then our last one is a paint that I've had hanging around for a while. It was an oops paint, so I got it pretty cheap, but it was from Walmart. It's a Glidden. I paid $5.48 for the whole quart. So it's kind of what I call a barn red. So that is going to be, we'll open it up and give it a little stir. So we will be ready to go. And I'm going to bring out my paint brushes. We've got red, white, and blue. So we are ready for that. Give them all a little bit of water on them so they wouldn't be so dried out. Okay, so we got that. What else do I need? Oh yeah. Did I grab them? Oh yes, I did. was trying to be as organized as possible so I didn't go on and on all night. But I recently bought some artist brushes, and I really enjoy them for when, oh, this guy's a little stiff, when I'm trying to do some detailed work. So we will be definitely using these, maybe not for all projects, all colors, but we will definitely need them. And thanks for following. So we're going to go into the back here, and we're going to start with this lovely. Now this is like a cute little organizer on a like a Lazy Susan kind of thing. I think it would be great for keeping your brushes in there and other craft supplies. And we're going to give this a red, white, and blue look with some decoupage on the side. So it's pretty much already red, and I just did some soft sanding to kind of give it a little grip for the next colors we're going to use. So we're going to leave these stripes red. We're going to go over to this side, and I'm going to have to not really be able to show you, but this side we're going to do in blue. And to make it easier for me, I am going to do just a little bit out. This is, I like this chalk paint. I've actually used it for quite a while, the Waverly. You know, my goal is to someday open my shop again. I did have a shop where I sold paint, and I'm hoping to open a new shop where I can carry the DIY paint exclusively, as well as the Sweet Pickens milk paint. But this is just going on lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And I'm going to go up the edges on both sides. Isn't that pretty? So we got barn red and blue. I like this blue. It's called Ocean, but I like it also because it is kind of more dusty looking. So let me know if you like that kind of thing. I mean, I could have gone a brighter blue, kind of like what's on my water can, you know, the true red, white, and blue. But I'm trying to be just a little bit more, I guess I would say, country color. Now, this is the tricky part. I know I need to, maybe I should make those white. Maybe I'll do that. I'll just make the top going over because I will be painting that white. And let's just take a minute. And I may not completely do more coats on this, but I'm going to start with I definitely am going to paint inside. So I may finish that after the live. But just to give you an idea, we're just going to do that. And I'm going to just go up. And for now, I'm going to leave it just like that. Oops, just got a little more blue. That's what I like about chalk paint. It's easy to wipe off. So we're going to, let's get the blue on this side. And, well, maybe we should do the blue up. We'll do the blue. I'm going to leave this part, I think, red, but maybe not. If I'm going to paint on it, I might as well. I'm painting on it. So we'll just make that blue, but we'll maybe make the circle. Can you see the circle in there? Red. Because you're going to be able to see through that circle in to the blue. So we'll definitely make that blue. All right. I like that. I'm liking it. Are you? Oh, goodness. And as you watch this, either live tonight or in the future, I will make sure it gets saved as one of my videos. Please let me know where you're watching from and how you found me. I'm really trying to grow my business through not only the sales of my items. This will be for sale tomorrow because I'm working on it tonight. It will get listed tomorrow, probably be ready in the afternoon. All of the things I'm creating tonight will be for sale tomorrow. So we're just going to do that. That's looking pretty cute. And I think we're okay. I'm going to have to do a little wash in there, but we're going to stick this guy to the side and we're going to come and do the white sides. Try not to mix into the blue. Mainly we're doing the sides white because we are going to decoupage napkins that I picked up that are very cute onto it. And then it'll make it very 4th of July. Very, I don't know about, excuse me, Americana, but it'll definitely 4th of July. Yes, and we may get some barking as people begin doing the fireworks again tonight. Hopefully not too much, but like I said, they're kind of hanging out near me right now while I'm in here. So I am up in my shop. It's a building that was originally constructed to be a home. Unfortunately, the person who was building it passed away in a car wreck. So it has never been completed, but the landlord has allowed me, most kindly, oops, we got a hair, hold on, not a hair, but a brush hair, to use it, to store my craft stuff and my everything I sell, my thrifted items. And again, if you're new, I thrift and or get things for free. And I share them with you every Thursday, and that is called Thrifty Thursday. And like last week, I shared a few beautiful antiques, all things I'm keeping. I am not selling any of them at this time anyway. I might in the future. But they are all antiques, all kitchen-y type things that I found the gal on Facebook Marketplace. And it was fun when I went there. She had a ton of other things. And honestly, I had some money on me. I wish now. Oh, she had some Crocs. Okay, so not pretty, but we'll get a second coat on that. But what I'm going to do, this is my latest thing that I've purchased. It is a lower end one of a Wagner heat gun, but it's the perfect temperature. I did get it. Almost burned myself, but pretty much it's good. So I'm going to just do while we talk, I'm just going to go ahead and get that first layer of paint. Now the white paint I'm using does not require a sealer when we're done, but since I'm going to decoupage on it, it definitely is going to need to be sealed. And I will be sealing some things with DIY clear wax, and some things are going to be sealed with Sweet Pickens top coat. And that really is a decision of just what it is. You know, I would rather seal like this will be good. I think I'll use the top coat. But when I'm doing other things where I'm using the DIY, where I'm using the IOD transfers, I will be using the top coat. Brain injury. I'll be using, the clear wax. Here we go. Apologize for that. It's kind of a thing. I'm unfortunately knee deep in dealing with this car accident. I have an attorney that's working through stuff. Somehow there was some kind of a confusion. I ended up getting 2 traumatic brain injury organizations working with me. And I was like, the other day, I was like, this is weird because I keep, talking about the same things over and over. And the guy that I had an appointment on Saturday that I had no idea I had an appointment. I was like, yeah, we're going to figure this out. I'm going to figure this out for you. Because the truth is, if you've ever had a concussion, whiplash, anything like that, it can sometimes be really hard to navigate things that normally you'd be like, okay, that's cool. I got it. Okay. But especially with a car accident, when it's just so much information coming at you and required of you, you're constantly talking about the accident. And on many occasions, I got to the point where I was like, started crying. I was like, this is too much, just too much information, too much different organizations and people I was talking to. And I'm just like, no, too much. So, and he recognized that the other day and was like, okay, we're gonna try and help you get through this. Okay. Oh, I touched my blue. But I think I'm going to go ahead and get the second coat on, and we're going to stick this one aside and come back to it. Don't worry, we will. We'll set it aside, let it dry. I wish it was sunny today, but it is not. It's been pretty chilly and a little bit of sprinkly rain the last few days, but that's okay. It's okay. All right, I'm going to just, get a little white on there. And we're going to pop this guy aside. I'm going to have to do a second coat of the blue anyway. So let me get a little more on where I accidentally just touched it. And then we'll lift from, oh, no, there's some paint there too. I'm going to put this guy up out of the way and we'll let him kind of dry. I'm going to grab a baby wipe real quick. I always have these handy because, again, I'm a messy painter. So when I'm moving, even though we're using kind of the same colors, I do like to have a little bit of clean fingers when I move on to the next thing. And the same thing on my work table here. All right. We're just going to keep picking things out of here. And this guy is going to get this part painted red. Now, this is a Christmas hanger, but with the right paint colors, you can turn it into a crafty, not a crafty. What am I trying to say? Oh, 4th of July. So, but I want to paint it so that it still could be Christmassy, but could also look really cute with a 4th of July wreath. So I'm just going to get in there and with my red, try to be very careful because this is metal. Again, it's going to take a couple coats. So we'll do the same thing. We'll get a first coat on there and then we'll move on to our next project and we'll just keep checking back as we go. So this one, again, it's getting red around the star. And I will come back and paint the undersides. Actually, I can kind of get this one, but certainly the back and anywhere that the hook might show, we don't want the brown. So I got that. And then I'm just going to take my white brush, but I'm going to wipe off as much of the paint as I can because what I really want to do is a very, very light dry brush on it. Yeah. So let's see. I had a lot more white on it than I thought. But the best way you can do that, let me move this. My goodness. There we go. So since I am going to do a second coat, I am going to grab it like this. And I'm just going to, as light as possible, because I don't even want to touch the red. I'm just going to swipe it. I am getting a little red. So let's go back. Get that off of there. There we go. Yeah, swipe it. Swipe it. Just a little bit. Here we go. And like I said, I did get a little white on the red, but that is all we're going to do with this one. And isn't that cute? So it still looks very Christmassy, kind of brings out some of the details that were kind of lost in it just being gold on top of brown. So this will be cute for Christmas, but also for the 4th of July. Or as an Americana holder. You know, you might, if you decorate with Americana and you have a cute little wreath, that would be really cute with it. Okay. All right. So now, since I'm making a big mess, I'm going to come over here. I actually have a roll of this nice paper that I like to use. And I'm going to pull it out and cover up what I've been doing so far so that we can kind of keep our paint mess to a minimum. Okay. Here we go. All right, okay. Let those two things dry, let's reach back into our basket and see what else we have. Okay. All right. So we have a red candle and a white candle. And I'll show you what we're going to do. This was my first attempt. I wanted to test it. Oh, before, let me grab the napkins. I wanted to test it to see if I could do it before I started. Now, this was a yellow candle, so you can kind of see the yellow through it, but I think it's cool. And actually, you know what I should do? Maybe I'll do it here. Is I do have some, like, here we go again, brown wax, dark wax, that's what I'm trying to say, that I may just gently put on this to kind of give it more of a dark, kind of rustic look. So we'll put that here to do. But what we're going to do, and what I was able to do, and I think it worked out pretty good, was we're going to take napkins. And these are actually the two napkins that we're going to be also decoupaging on the first item I did that we started painting. First thing you want to do, let's see if these are 2-ply. You want to make sure if they're 2-ply that you remove one. And I'm feeling like they are not 2-ply. And what I really want, let's go this way. What I really want for this one, and see it fits perfect, is I want to have red stripes and stars, right? So I'm just gonna put it on here and roll it. And the fun thing about these is you can actually keep rolling it. And that's kind of what I had to do with this, because when I first started, it kind of had more red than stars. So I just went around again, and then you can see the stars and like the stripes in the background. I think it turned out so cute. So we'll see how that turns out with the dark wax. But this is a fun, easy thing. And we're going to go here, and as I look around, did I take my scissors? I didn't think I took my scissors inside, but I sure may have. I thought I had them out here. I see right where they are because I had to cut something outside. So I'm going to go ahead. Sorry, I'm moving for just a sec. Okay. I get my old crafty crafters that have paint all over them and everything, because I want to cut off the excess. So kind of roll it right to the edge of where they kind of overlap, and then cut off your excess, because that will help. And we're going to put the excess, like the cutting edge into the inside. And I'm just making a mess because these are really bad scissors. They're actually hair cutting scissors. Not that I cut hair. I don't know where they came from. But we're going to go ahead and start with the inside. We're going to, and this is where you got to be very careful, but we're going to grab the heat gun. And you can also use a hair dryer. It has heat too. It just may take a little while. But we're just going to warm it up. And what it's going to do, we're melting the wax, and you can kind of see it coming through. Let me see if I can, roll it a little. And you see that red spot right there, right here. Okay, so this one, it's going to have the red, white, and blue, but it's going to have predominantly red because of the wax. Oh, can you see it? Oh, yes. And that is what we're wanting to do. So this, oh, and it did have 2-ply. Oh, that's funny. I couldn't get the 2-ply off to save my life before. It's okay. You know what? We'll just make do with what we got, and we'll try something different with the other one. So basically, it's just, again, going back and forth, watching the wax melt on it as you go, because that's what we want this to be, is completely melted into the wax. So you're going to just, on a red candle like this, you're going to just see that faintly see the pattern. And the person I saw doing this, actually from Julie's Designs and Signs, I like to give credit where credit is due, did it. And well, this is really melting fast now. And she did on different colors and found that a white candle is the best. So you may just end up with a very faint pattern on this guy. Just put him back on there. I'm just hanging on to the wick, barely holding it. Oh, goodness. Okay. Yep. It's really doing a nice job. Amazing. Nice, nice. Nice. Roll it again. I'll turn this off for a second. My bottom's getting a little wet, a little waxy. That's okay. And that was another reason, as you can see, it's getting very waxy. So I didn't want it to get into the paint and have that situation going on as well. Oh, a little burn mark. You don't want to get too close, it will burn. Try to not get impatient while you're doing it. We're almost done. And if you burn it, just stick it to the back. You know, this one I probably won't be selling. This will just be a decor item when I have my shop. And you'll see me pick up things like that when I'm thrifting, or especially when I find things on the, for free, the side of the road or free. I love after a yard sale weekend to go around and see if there's any good free stuff out there, because turn this off. I'm going to use this napkin so I don't burn my fingers, but to try and kind of press, got a few wrinkles. And so you can just, oh yeah, just rub, oh yeah, rub the wax. Rub the wax. Boy, that's looking cute. I did get a little funky in the back, so again, with practice, you could probably do almost perfect. But again, this will be something I like to pick up different decor that I can put in the shop. I'll put a price on it. You know, I like resin little rabbits and things like that around Easter time. If someone wants to buy them, I'll put them at a reasonable price. But if not, then they just get packed up and will be decor next year in my shop. That's what I used to do. All right, so I think what I'm going to do, we're getting very close to the top. So I'm just going to cut it because I'm going to leave the top red. It almost looks like a firecracker. And that's why I chose this particular candle. And that's another thing I'll pick up. If I find inexpensive candles or free, I'll pick them up because you could do fun things with them and they don't necessarily need to be for sale. A lot of my thrifting is also for personal. Let's get it finished. Ooh, ooh. Did you see the smoke? My firecracker. Got a little crazy over here. A little crazy. A little double up right here that I'm going to also try and get without being too close. And there we go. And what I noticed about the yellow one, they get so soft that you can kind of bend them. So this is another fun thing you can do, and I'll probably do it in, I don't know, September for Halloween, is you can take white candles or black candles. It doesn't matter. Black candles would probably be better without this on it, but you can get them warm and then bend them. And then when you put them in the candlesticks, they're all like, ooh, kind of fun. Okay. All right. Got a little bit of something going on there, but it's the back. And I love this. And I think it is so cute. And you can see the blue stars really stick out, which is the subtle stripes. So that one is done. We're going to stick him over here while we try something with white. And I'm going to pull the other. They didn't have a lot of selection. And honestly, They do have a like 250th anniversary, but I didn't want to do that because then it's a one-time deal. So I did get the stripes, but also this cute summer one that just has the red, white, and blue and the stars and everything. And ice cream and cupcakes, or popsicles and cupcakes, I should say. Now, since we do know that it had it, this one actually also has a really pretty red edge. So that'll be something I can keep and do fun things with year after year. Let me see if I can. I might even have to, let's see. Thinking I might even do a little rip of it just to see. I don't know why it doesn't want to release it. It doesn't really want to release it until I'm working on it. Let's see if I can do it with red. With red. Spit. Yes. I'm not usually this crazy, but life has happened. Okay. So since I cannot, we're going to take it and we're going to do the same thing with this cute little white candle, big chunky guy. Also kind of reminds me of firecracker. And we are going to start, let's see, I'm going to start up. Oh my gosh, I've messed up all the edges, but that's okay. We don't need the ruffle. We're going to start it right here. Like that, and that will be hidden. Or we couldn't. Yeah. And we're going to just go like that a couple times. And I'm just going to rip it. We'll just rip it. Now, again, this is new to me. After seeing it, after Julie did it, I was like, I really want to try that because it's cute. Okay, what do we got here? All right, so we're going to go ahead. And so we will have that little ruffled edge. We'll see how that comes out. That looks really cute so far. Yeah. So we're going to do the same thing again. We kind of start at the bottom, holding it tight. Oh, don't put your thing on a plastic. That's not cool. That's not cool. Okay, here we go. Get this guy going. We start at the bottom because we really want it to, hold on, it's going to be a stinker. Oh, a little bird. You can see this one. Okay, getting too close, Kathy. Calm down. Yeah. Okay, so I'm struggling. One of the things that seems to be a bit of a struggle, not only that it gets, but that the air blows on it. So we're going to go ahead and move on to more of a center so it can really get stuck down. And I really like this design because what's coming up mostly is the popsicles with blue and stars, and then a popsicle with red and white stripes, and then back to the blue with little stars in between. It's a really cute napkin. And we're just going to keep on melting the candle. And this is going to be a lot brighter, and you're going to be able to see it more because of it being white. So if you want something a little bit more pure, white is the way to go, for sure. But you got to get these guys back down, flapping. There we go. There we go. You got to get close enough not to flap, but also not burn. Like I said, this could be something I might try to do more in the future for selling by working a little hard on it. So I'm going to grab some of this napkin. Actually, I'll grab the rest of the one I kept. And we're going to just do that press down like I had done before. And that also helps kind of shape it back to be round. Put it down, make sure all the, and if you get it quick enough, see the last one, it did have a little bit of bumps, but this one, I got on it quicker, so it's not as bumpy. Okay, interesting. Trying to make sure it stays round. Okay, all right. It's a little different. It's okay. And I'm just going to do again. I'm going to just kind of give it a natural little tear. It's looking pretty good. And I'm just going to finish the top again by just blowing it down a little. And it's kind of fun too. You can, I'm rolling it around in the wax, the clear wax, but it also has picked up some of the red, which is totally fine. Okay, let's push this down. And there you go. Another quick. Doesn't that look just so cute? I'm not sure what's going on here. Oh, it's, I don't know. It's just a popsicle with some blue in there. Very cute. So these guys are done. All right. Let's do a little wipe up. And let's see what our next project is. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's take a minute and go back to this one actually, because I have, after this, I have 2 more projects. Is that right? Yes. So I want to get this one going a little bit more. So we're going to go ahead and hit it with the white just for now so that we can get on to the decoupage. It's looking very cute if you can see the red, white, and blue. And I decided I am going to go ahead and just do the white over all the edges. And we'll come back with a tiny one and do a little cleaner job. But I'm gonna have all these napkins here. Let's actually grab another wipe. They're so great. They're perfect. They clean well. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and look at, boy, you can really see the red, white, and blue from this. Now, again, I picked this up. I did not have that in mind when I did. In fact, I didn't like the red at all and was thinking this was going to be an upcycle that I was going to paint probably something much lighter like green or, pink. Sorry. I also have a neck injury if you can't tell, so pardon me if I get all weird. But yeah, and put IOD transfers on it. And actually, is that what I wanted to do? I'm so silly. I think that is what I was going to do on this, right? So we may not be decoupaging today. I think I'm just going to do, because I have 2 different things I want to do IOD on. Sorry. Oh my God. Oh. Okay, so yeah, I forgot. I had these really pretty flowers, but now I'm trying to decide. I did cut out pretty flowers, but I think I want to make it, because I was thinking, I could make it really pretty. I did have the blue. But yeah, I think I'm trying to decide which is better. I have to go look at my decoupage. See how it's doing. I think I do want to do the decoupage. Or do I want to do the flowers? I mean, I did those on the canvas. Anybody have any thoughts? What would you rather see? Decoupage or flowers? Or mixed medium. Could decoupage over it and then put flowers on it. Would that look weird? Probably. That's okay. 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 Cute, 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 cute. So let's go ahead and dry that one. And I'll take pictures, obviously before I'm going to list them on my website, but I'll also put them on my Instagram, probably also on my Facebook page. So you could follow me over there on both of those, or Kathy's Curations. And then I also have a Kathy's Curations group, which this video is being shared to. So we're looking for different behind the scenes things. And then, like I said, I also have all those for my vlog channel, which is curating it. And the behind the scenes of being a curator, reseller, but also just life. How life's going. And like I said, I've been sharing a lot about the accident and that kind of thing. So, okay. Nope. Still feeling wet. So what we're going to do, we're going to pick that guy up. I'm going to go ahead and let's bring back our, although for you guys it probably looks pretty good, it definitely needs one more coat of red. And I actually see a little red spot on the star, so I'm going to go ahead and tap that with the white. But for now, just going to get in there. Okay. With our red, sticking much better to the second coat, of course. Some other things about me I can share for anyone watching for the first time that hasn't watched my vlog. I am a mom with 2 kiddos. They are adults. One is 29 and one is 33. And my 29-year-old daughter lives in Orlando, Florida. And my 33-year-old son lives in Tucson, Arizona. And my chiropractor is their cousin from their dad's sister's daughter is my chiropractor. Lovely girl. Great. Very, very good. Very knowledgeable. Her and her husband share the practice. They're wonderful. If anybody needs a recommendation for chiropractors in Pierce County, I highly recommend them. They have an office in Lakewood and in Puyallup. So, yeah. We were talking a little bit about family business today. Another fun fact about her mother is she and I were born on the exact day, exact year. Who knows the time exactly? I don't know. I don't have my original birth certificate, so I don't know the exact time, but yeah. So we're birthday twinners. And she, too, is in Florida, not too far from where my daughter is. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. I'm going to let that finish drying, and, of course, show it at the end. Like I said, let's see if I can just put a little bit of, there we go, a little bit of dry brushing where I saw some red. There. Okay, so these two, this one I'm going to consider done for now. We'll come back to it. I gotta just figure out how to pick her up and move her. Yes, everything is a she. Okay. All right, we're gonna let that one go, and we are gonna move on to. I gotta get up for a second because I realized. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I can reach it. That I left my decoupage over here. Okay. All righty. So let's go ahead and bring this back over since we finished that. And let's see what we can do. Make sure it's super dry on these two sides. And painting them white is also a good way to make sure that your paper shows well. You don't have too dark in the back. And that's the same thing if you were doing. So these were, let me show you and you can see, tell me what you think. Oh, yeah. This is what I was thinking of doing on each side. Blue flowers, sort of. What am I doing? Blue flowers. No. blue flowers. Bluebird with some pink flowers. What do you think? Would that look cute? Would you rather see that? So it's still kind of Americana. We'll get rid of that white spot. You know, and then, oopsie, this guy, thank goodness, it still has its paper. Let me move you a little. There we go. Oops, who's in our way? This guy. So what do you think? If you were going to buy it, would you do this one with this red, with a little bit of blue, peeking through, and then on this side, we got another flower, more of a, like a pretty bluebird. Or do we do the decoupage? A flag on this end. And or both ends, or do we do the ice cream on one end and the flag on another end? These are the decisions that I'm going to make over the next couple minutes. And if I do the napkins, then that is definitely doing decoupage. Or I could just make it easy because I just realized I'd have to find something to put this in. And just use the IODs and we'll just see how they look. All right. Oops. Oh my goodness. I got paint on it. I got red paint on it. Oh goodness. For my hands, and that's why I always have the baby wipes. Okay. That's okay. That's okay. There's some baby wipes. Got a garbage can right there. Okay. I'd love to hear what you guys are doing for 4th of July. Big celebrations in some place, you know, the biggest celebration. Oh goodness, what is going on? There we go. The biggest. Oh, I changed. What happened? I don't know what just happened. Did I change color on there? I just changed color on my thing. Oh boy. What happened? I don't know. That's weird. Let's see. Oh, it's my mouse. My mouse is down here. My mouse has done something weird. Oh, no, don't go away. Come on back. What in the world did I do? Oh, I don't know. There we are. Haha. I know that was no change for you, but it was weird for me. Okay. So yeah, let me know what, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You know, I watch a couple named their channel and their business is called Jamie Ray Vintage, and I really love them. I love to watch them. They're really fun together. I wish I had someone to kind of bounce things off of. And I totally forgot where I was going. Hello, brain. I don't know. Gosh darn it. I had a thought. It's gone. Welcome to Concussionville. Okay. Anyway. Okay. So let's get this dried again. They are the ones that I do order my IOD stuff and my DIY paint from currently, as well as the Sweet Pickins Milk Paint, which I'm going to do something with that probably next week. It's been a little bit since I did. So, yeah. But I don't know what I was talking about. And that's okay. It's okay. This guy. Oh, this is very sticky. Oh, the blue is taking a while to... I didn't realize my blue was still super wet. That's odd. That's okay, though. I'll just give it a little dry while we're making sure that both sides of these are dry. You know, up until a couple weeks ago, I did have my hair dryer, and it's one I've used for a long time, and it's like all covered in paint. Trying to be a little bit more careful with this one, but I can see already it's got red, white, and blue on it. That's okay. So we're just gonna dry that up. And we'll do a quickie. Start with the birds. And I know I have, let's see, I'm gonna put our candles over there so we don't. And I know I have a stick. Yes, sticks and sticks. They come with every pack of the IOD transfers. I'm not really sure what this one is particularly. I think it came out in this spring. It's very pretty. I think the whole packet is all lots of birds and florals and butterflies and bees, and I wish I could probably look and see. It's down here behind me where I keep them in a container. But if you've never used them before, they're fun. Adult stickers. And what you're doing is you're taking the little plastic stick and you're just rubbing them on. And you really want to watch. They should change color, basically get a little dull. And you can, I always just really do a really serious around the edges. And then, push, push, push. And then you can just slightly pull up, find a little spot to see if it's starting to come off. And I can see that this one is skinny. I don't know if you can see that this got lighter here as I pulled it off. I think we're okay. So again, I'll start from the top and try to show. Yeah, there we go. And once you really, and if it feels like it's sticky somewhere, we'll just set it back down and rub some more. And then keep pulling. And I see a couple spots on my thing that I missed. Let's take a look and see if it's something that I should stick back down. Oh yes, one of them's the bird. So I am gonna take a second, get it up in the dirt. Get it up in the light. Oh my gosh, I'm so crazy. Okay. I have been off of work for about a month. And if any of my coworkers or supervisors are watching, I truly am not able to function at work right now. And I'm not sure, honestly, if I ever will. Again, because of just how things are going. But we'll see. And then just take your plastic thing and just push it. Let's see. I think that's okay. I don't really know what the other white bit was. And then another thing you can do, and I like doing it with, oh, where'd you go? I was doing some sanding earlier. Let's see. Sorry. I'm trying not to be discombobbled, but I don't know where it went. Oh, here it is. Okay, so you can use, I like to use old, sandpaper that's been used a while. This is just 220, and we're going to just kind of do a light sanding around it, and just a very light sanding across it. And I did see a couple spots where there was some, a little spot sticking through. I'm not sure what this color originally was. I think it was probably brown originally. There's something there, couple little dots, just flatten those. And there we go. Cute, cute, cute. And let's just hurry up, and I'm just going to make sure there's nothing yucky. Let's grab the other one. Like I said, this one is super cute too. This one doesn't have any butterflies or bees or anything. That might be a tiny ladybug on it. Yeah, that's my life. I have a neighbor that comes and goes quite frequently on his motorcycle. Very loud, very obnoxious. But what you gonna do? It's the neighbor. My dogs, when they're out with me, they will run and chase it. And I really don't like that. Obviously, that is something that they have kind of developed. I was over in Central Washington living in my dad's backyard in an RV for about a year. He was suffering with dementia, Alzheimer's, and it was kind of my last chance to spend time with him. He did pass away last year. But my dogs, of course, were with me, and they were much younger. They turned actually a year old while I was there. And then we just got home, and they turned 2 years old literally the day we got home, or the day after. But while they were there, my dad's backyard is long, and there was the house in the middle with chain link fence on each side, and they got a little taste of chasing the cars through the chain link fence, not actually truly doing it. And unfortunately, I just do not have a fully fenced, this whole property fully fenced. My yard is fully fenced, and so they are safe in here. I keep them safe in here on days when I was going to work. Of course, they did not. I'm still trying to make sure it stays down. I think I'm almost ready. My little stinker boy named Sawyer figured out how to get out, so I'm always having to try and fix the fence because it's a very temporary fence. Where I'm living is also a very temporary situation, I'm hoping. There we go. None left. That's always a good thing. Get in there and burnish it with the plastic. Make sure it stays. And here we are. Now, I can seal these two ends, and like I said, I'm going to do it with the wax. I have some flowers that are going to get paint if I don't move them. There we go. Ooh, okay. I'm going to do that, I think, off camera because I'm looking and I'm not sure I have a brush. But I did last week, actually, did it with a napkin. I mean, a paper towel. So I'm just going to grab one of these napkins and we'll go ahead and do it so I can kind of show you. So it's something you don't have to. Oh, hold on. Oopsie. Got some paint. Decided to go for a run. Where is it? Sorry. I don't know what there it is. It's somewhere. But, you don't need, like if you're starting out, and it's pretty expensive to buy this paint, though. I highly recommend it because it's really, really great. But, you can use a paper towel, especially on small things like that. You don't have to purchase a big, expensive waxing brush. Ooh, I got a little too much because it doesn't take any at all. And I'm not going to do the edges. Well, yeah, because they need another coat of paint. But that's all you got to do. And so I will also be waxing the blue, but I don't need to wax this because it is, what is it called? I want to say enamel. It's not enamel. What is it? Anyway, it's a paint that already has a sealer in it. So we're just going to do that. And I didn't do any sanding on one side, so I may come back and do some sanding. But otherwise, it's very cute. And it just has a nice little, again, Americana look that you could, for the holidays. Let's see, I picked up some, put this guy out of the way, like some little flowers in it. I could do that, and that just looks so sweet. And that could be like any time of year. I could just have one side. I know that this is not obviously how I would do it. Found these guys. I ended up finding a bunch of, it was a side of the road thing in a bag. You can see some of them back here. I found a couple garlands, some different stars and things that have fallen down. But, stuff like this would be so cute. And again, with some flowers maybe. Trying to just give you a quickie. But something like that, And it can be like that. Put them on both sides and have the florals. So it's kind of a fun thing. And again, this could be cute. Oh, I'm getting sparkles all over it. That's fun. It could be a cute kitchen thing. You could put your paintbrushes in it, mail, whatever you want to do. So we're going to consider this one done, even though I still have some touch-up paint to do. So this one goes over in the done pile. Okay. Now we're getting serious. We're going into our basket. Oh, you know what? I'm lying. I have another one before this one. So this was another thing. Actually, I got these a long time ago. I do believe they're Hobby Lobby. I don't know. But I am going to, once again, paint them. But this time, I am going to use this guy, because all I'm going to do, I'm going to leave the blue and the white. It's in really great condition. The back is just white, and I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to leave that and that. So all I'm going to do to make this less nautical, I should say, even though it's nautical, it's a paddle. And I'm going to go and make it red right here. So let's see how steady my hand is with this concussion brain. We're going to see what we can do. And yes, I could tape it off. I can't find my painter's tape, and that would be the best solution. So we're just going to take some on there, and I'm going to start right under. Obviously, I need more than I got on my brush, so let's get in there. Get in there. Okay, and we're just going to do that. Yep, and do side to side. See, it's getting a little. So I'm going to wipe as we go. Let me just wipe it when we're done. I'm going to put red here. And I suppose I should just go ahead and do the sides, since it would look weird if I didn't. I don't know why this paint is being so faint. Maybe it just needs a little more than I'm grabbing on. I'm just going to go to about there and there. Right, maybe needs another stir. To the edge, to the edge. And it is as simple as that. Now, this paint is acting a little weird, so I'm going to give it a stir. But what a simple way. Again, if you have stuff hanging around and you're like, oh, you're having a party and you want to have some table decorations or cute things that you can put around, kind of like this. I mean, I went, let's go this way. I mean, I even have an old license plate. Our license plates are red, white, and blue. So just grabbing things, pictures, what else do I have? Candle holders, just all sorts of things. I actually have some piano rolls that are kind of tucked in here that are vintage, and they have red and white. They're also super cute for Christmas to use, stack them together, tie them with a ribbon. Very cute. So it's kind of fun to try things with what you got around the house. I'm just gonna think that this paint is just having a hard time sticking to so the second coat will go much better, much better. And though we have to do a second coat, as I said, I'm going to put these aside and consider them done for now. We'll let them dry a little bit, and we'll look at them a little bit later. So I'm going to I'm running out of space, so I think I'm going to stick them back here. A little out of the way so they can dry, and we're going to move on. So we're actually done with painting. And this guy will be finished up as well. So he's also kind of considered done. So we're going to go ahead and stick him here. Okay, we're here. We'll come back to him. Okay, so yes, we're going to go ahead and stick our paint some things up here for now. Let's see if I need to take my paper and we'll flip it. We've got lots and lots there. I am such a messy painter. It's okay. It's okay. Got in front of my fan. So let's take our stuff. I love this paper. But I need to get another roll. It's so great because then you can just flip it over and you have another clean side to work with. Because that's what we need for the last two projects. So we're going to go ahead and grab the basket that everything is sitting in. We're going to put that there. We're dropping stuff. We'll just put it there. There. Good as new. So this is a cute little basket. Obviously white. Came white. Doesn't need to be painted. And what we're going to do is take some jean material. This was from cutoffs that I made not too long ago. I'm going to take a drink. And let's see. Oh, goodness. Oh, boy. What happened? Oh, we're in live chat. There we go. Okay. And, sorry. My nose running. And we are going to do a cute, again, red, white, and blue, but more cottagey year round. And I wasn't sure if I could do it, if I could transfer onto this jean. So I did a tester before. And look at this. I'm going to use this, probably this in August or so for fall. And I'm going to do something. I kind of, I didn't realize how good it was going to turn out. So I'm going to use this to put on a basket and maybe do some more trimming. I would highly recommend not using the jean material I did. Now I got jeans that were stretchy, so it's kind of stretchy, but they don't, fray as well. I might be able to get some decent fray top and bottom, but I don't know. But what we're going to do with this one, speaking of fray, oh no. Oh, I forgot my scissors out there. And I'm going to run and get them as fast as I can. So in the meantime, I'm going to put you right here and you can think and imagine. I'll be right back. Oh, goodness. All right. Well, darn it. I don't know where they went. So we're going to have to try. It's so crazy because they're like orange candles, very bright. You think I can find them? No. Sorry. Yeah, where did those other ones go? Okay. Well, this is just annoying. Sorry. Try. Oh, I found them. They're hiding. Okay. They need to run away. Okay. So what I started doing, and I thought I'd finish on camera, is I am taking these and kind of cutting off the jaggediness of them. Trying to make them a little more smooth because I was kind of cutting it out fast. And then I'm also going to give them all like a rounded edge. Kind of rounded. This one's square, so we'll just kind of cut in here. But yeah, I would recommend using jeans that are not stretchy. These happen to be, it's kind of funny, while I was still going to work, I should say, at Walmart, they had clearance clothes, and they happened to be maternity pants that were actually one in my size and one in just a size smaller. And I actually like this. The size smaller is a little more comfy. So I took them and I just took out the lining in there because they're stretchy, but they have that, pregnancy lining thing. So I cut that out and just cut them at the knees. They have made very comfortable, rolled up the hems, and they have made such good, very comfortable work shorts because that's what I wear all year long there. I'm at that wonderful stage in life where I'm often warm all the time. So shorts, we can't wear tank tops, but we can wear short sleeves. So that is what I do as well. So let me see. I'm just trying to get it to not be so raggedy looking. Okay. And I just realized there is something else I need that's in the house. I was trying to be so organized and worked on getting ready for this. And then I had to, in the middle of my day, go to the chiropractor, stop at Walmart, and buy a new laptop. My laptop finally said, no, I shall not work for you no more. It had already had a broken screen that I had to hook up then to my TV with the USB cable in order to use it. So I don't feel bad about getting it. I've had the other one. I was trying to think I got it. So I got it when I was in Central Washington. So I believe I got it in 2023. So it's 3 years old. You know how technology is. But what I left in there is my glue gun because I was using it to glue something. So we're going to just show you what I'm going to do. And I don't know if you can tell, but this basket actually is a little wonky. And I love that. This side is bigger than this side. So we're going to be using this side. And what I'm going to be doing is I am using this IOD transfer. And I'll tell you that when I used the other one as a test, it takes a little bit more pressure and patience and a stick. So it's just kind of the same. So I'm just kind of looking at how I want this to go. I'm still not excited about my cutting. I feel like it's a little, I don't mind it being offset, sort of, or not perfect. Yeah, that's okay. But it just like every time I cut, it leaves a little knobby, like a nose. And I could try to, like I said, see if I can. It's just so stretchy that it's really hard to. That's fraying a little bit. Oh, that's not bad. Fray at least the two sides that can fray, because I don't think it can't fray this way. Maybe. Okay, let's take a minute and fray and fray and fray. Okay. And okay, all right. I'm liking it. Liking it. All right, here we go. I'll do it. Let's see. Kind of liking it. I'm going to do it so that the birds are going to be facing you. And it's the same. Cut out your thing. I like to cut really close to it. Now, the thing about this, and I don't think it shows too much, is I wanted to find something with a lot of red in it. And so this one, unfortunately, it had like a cute thing and words in it and could have been really cute just on its own. So I kind of cut the birds off of its original thing. But that's the great thing about IOD is that you get to make up your own things. So we're going to just get it on there. We're going to take our stick. And with this, it is definitely, like I said, takes longer and you will see a difference for sure. And I was just like, almost when I started, it's just like, it has this grid pattern. So I was just going grid by grid, back and forth, grid by grid, pushy, push, 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 because that's really what you got to do to get it to stick onto the jean material. This, like I said, this jean material is jeans with polyester stretchy, I think, in it. So I don't know if that makes a difference. Probably not. But again, I just kept pushing and pushing until I started noticing it getting that lighter kind of color you get when you know it's starting to stick. But you really want to work the edges. Work the edges. Push, push, push. And then you can kind of pull it up and see, nope, you got no stickage. And that's where it's like, dang, you just got to push and pull and push. It's like the craziest part of the whole thing. It's just really getting in there. And like I said, oh, see, I got a spot. Can you see it on the bird? That white spot? That's it starting to stick. So like I said, just pushing it. I just kind of turn it and push different directions. I know this is so thrilling, isn't it? And push and push and push. But it's the reality of the stitch. And, the thing is with this, it's not like sometimes you can get it started and it sticks somewhere and then you just kind of peel it and, ooh, the rest of it just sticks. Not the case with this. You really got to muscle it. Let's see what we're going. Okay, so we started at 6. Oh my goodness, we've been doing this for an hour and a half almost. So I think I might go ahead and end it here and go ahead and post over on Instagram and my Facebook page a couple of videos of me finishing the basket and my last project, which was a wreath. And I'll also have all the pictures to show you because I don't want to keep you any longer. It's already been an hour and a half and I'm just going to be here pushing and pushing and pushing. And it's going to come out and look gorgeous like that. So just imagine my next step, taking some hot glue in each corner. This guy's almost a little big for this basket. That's what, let's see. Main function. There we go. But it would be something like that with mine. Sorry, guys. I really am. There we go. So this one would look really cute on a bigger basket, and I have tons of baskets, so that's another thing. So watch for these coming to kathyscurations.com if you're interested in purchasing anything, and come on back next week. I did this live today, number one for a test, but also because I ran out of time to actually do an edited video like I did last week. So I'm trying to get better at my time management. It's another thing I'm struggling with. It'll be okay. But so for right now, so I don't know if I'll be live next week or if I'll be at able to do an edited video. So you can let me know what you like best. Sometimes it's fun to go live. Like I said, I wish I had a partner to bounce off of and talk with, but I don't. So I'm talking to you, and I am going to go ahead and exit this and hope that I can figure out how to save it so that you can watch it at a later time. And I wish you all a happy 4th of July and celebrating our wonderful country's 250th birthday.